Hey guys, this is Alexandra. Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 24 of our 30 days Draw With Me challenge, and I wanted to do a quick dive into rejection and handling rejection as an artist. And how do I do that? How can you do that? What does it even mean? Is it the end of it all? And all those things. So let's dive in. While I'm drawing an illustration inspired by Barbie, and it's a lettering illustration, and it's "Come on Barbie, let's go dismantle the patriarchy." And yeah, let's dive in. So rejection. Let's get a bit into types of rejection you will meet as an artist, because you will be rejected a lot. Let's start by that. You will be rejected a lot. You will be ignored a lot in your career as an artist. You will just be rejected. So let's get that out of the way. Let's sit with that and be friends with that concept that you will be rejected. I'm still getting rejected from a lot of opportunities, and that's just it. It sucks. It's not comfortable, but it happens. So I think as soon as you get comfortable with that, it will make your life so much easier. So maybe a type of rejection, your business proposal gets rejected. You decide you want to try and collaborate with different brands, different other businesses, and you naturally send your business proposal and it gets rejected. Another type of rejection, you apply for jobs and you get rejected. You send in your portfolio and you have high hopes, but you never hear from them. You maybe get to a talking stage with them and then they reject you because, I don't know, they didn't like your test. Usually companies will give you a test before they decide to hire you, which I think it's only fair. Then maybe you're working on a project with someone and you send in the drafts, and you worked a lot on those drafts and you're proud of that, and they don't like it and they decide they want to go a completely different route, or maybe you just didn't quite hit those spots. So these are just a few. So how do you handle that? What do you do with that? Is it the end? No, it's certainly not the end. First of all, I think one of the most important things and the most important lessons you could learn in handling this is that it's not you that's getting rejected. It's not you as a person. It's not you as a human being getting rejected from the project, from the ideas, from the job. It's your idea, it's the work you're doing, and it's not even the work you're doing, it's the fact that the work you're doing is not fitting what the other people are looking for. So when you get a rejection, maybe the job you hoped for is like, I'm sorry, it's not working out, we found someone better. It's not you as a person getting rejected. It's just they found someone that their work fits better the company's needs. Or when you send in a brand collaboration or business proposal and they're like, nah, thanks. Or maybe they don't even respond. Usually they will not respond, especially with agencies, with illustration agencies, with all these big companies, because you can only imagine it's not only you that sends in proposals. They have probably hundreds, thousands of proposals each day in their email. So they're probably not even getting to it most of the times. And I know it's not fun to hear, but that's usually what happens. So your collab was rejected. Again, it's not you that's being rejected. It's like in a friendship. You won't be friends with everybody, you know? Sometimes you meet someone and it's just not working. Does it mean you as a person is not working? No, it just means that relationship is not fitting. And would you want to be in a friendship that's not fitting or in a relationship that's not fitting? Of course not. It creates stress, it creates anxiety, it's just not fulfilling at all. So what you do naturally is go towards people that understand you, that get you. So it's the same thing with businesses, with brands, with collabs, with jobs. It's the same thing. Then maybe you are working on a project and you send in the drafts and they hate it, or they just don't like it. They feel like, oh, this is not what we've envisioned, so let's circle back, let's do it. First of all, I know how frustrating it is to send in something and get this answer back because you worked, and especially when maybe you're working on a project that you're not the biggest fan, because yes, that happens. You're not always gonna have projects that you're absolutely in love with. That's just not a thing. Or you could, but I don't know how you're gonna pay your bills. That's just my opinion. So yeah, you're working on something that you're not the biggest fan, and usually that shows in those drafts. I think it might be a bit harder to create something super exciting when you're not excited about the work, but you need to find some ways to be excited about that, because each client needs the same treatment, you know. So you get that. It sucks, and it sucks because one, you think, oh, so they don't like my idea, they don't like me. You are not your ideas. You are you as a human being. Your ideas are just thoughts you have, and they are out of your mind on a paper or, you know, in a notebook. But your ideas is not who you are. It's not what makes you. It's just ideas. It's just thoughts that come and go. And as well as you had one idea, guess what? You'll have another one, and another one, and then another 5,000 ideas. So I need you to keep that in mind when you get rejected. And this is also something for me as well. I'm gonna listen to this again when my next project gets rejected or my next proposal gets rejected. You're not your ideas, and it's not you as a person getting rejected. Is the business proposal, is the idea of the business proposal. And it's never personal. And if it's personal, you wouldn't want to work with that person anyways. So this is my 2 cents on this. I want to get back to the sketch and idea of a project thing. You will redo it, because obviously you want what's best for your client, and that's another thing that's super important beforehand. Is you should definitely talk to your client and establish the number of revisions you are gonna offer, because you want to offer revisions, you want to make your client happy, but you don't want to be taken advantage of. because sometimes that's also the reality. People don't know what they want, and yes, you are the person with the vision, and you usually know the final product even before you speak all the details. But sometimes people just don't have a clue about what they want, and they expect you to kind of go into their brains and pick up exactly what they wanted. And that's just not possible. People need to communicate, people need to know, and to at least talk about what they want, what they expect, and how they expect it to be. You, as an artist, as a creative, are working to take those ideas and make them a reality. It's not your job to find out what do they want. Also, another thing that you need to keep in mind, because sometimes you will work with someone and they keep making changes and they keep coming back and coming back and coming back, and in the beginning, I know everybody does it, I did it, you will offer those revisions because you want to make your client happy, but it's not your job. So you need to remember that. You need to set boundaries, because if you don't set boundaries, boy, it will not be fun for you. You will start to resent that project super soon. So remember, like a bottom line, one, when you get rejected, it's not you that's getting rejected, it's just your ideas. Two, your ideas is not yourself. It's not your person, it's just thoughts that are roaming around in your head. 3, set boundaries with your potential clients, because if you don't set boundaries, it will not be fun. 4, if this happens constantly, maybe revise your skills. It's always important to keep growing as an artist and keep growing your craft, so you're up to date with what's on, and to just, always practice, always evolve as an artist. So maybe take some inventory in that as well. And 5, the final tip would be to just breathe and relax and start again the next day. And if you don't have something to say, like something good to say, or if you want to reply rudely to a client, never do that. Never ever do that, and never take it personally. That would be the 5th one. Don't take it personally. It's never personally. So I hope you had fun with this little chat, and the final drawing is almost done. I'm just adding a few final touches. And until next time, bye!